Hello everybody and welcome to Clydebridge Station, and this is the October 2019 update. There's been a small amount of progress on the layout this month, and that's likely to be the theme for the next couple of months because my car's away and getting another repair. This time we were driving onto the A92 and we'd just been at come onto the A92 dual carriageway, and the temperature light came on, so pulled over and found there was no water left in the coolant. It had come under pressure and went out the overflow. So the car's at the garage now. It's likely to be there for at least a week after filming of this. Could be anything. They're going to have to, it's a mate's garage, and he says they're going to have to go into the engine and have a look now because they couldn't find anything obvious. So that suggests to me it's probably going to be a brand new head gasket, but the cylinder head is going to have to be sent away for skimming, so fingers crossed it's not going to be a massive repair job, but it will be a bit expensive. Have the money in the bank to pay for it though, so on that basis I won't be buying any rolling stock. It'll just be small ancillary stuff unless I can get anything cheap on the likes of eBay or that. Anyway, that's the basics of it. But there has been some work done this month, small amount of work, and I'll talk you through what I have been doing. And when we're on about cars and that, Richard Warren, he does up and restores old cars and repairs cars. Well, he's the brains behind Everard Junction, set in the Network South East era. Quite an appropriate loco we should have there for at the start of this. 47701. He's just recently put a new update up as well, and he's also visited somebody else's layout just recently with stock running on that, so I'll tell you about that in a few minutes time. And if you like Network South East, www.nsers.org. That's Network South East Railway Society. Check them out about everything to do with Network South East. And before I start going into what's actually been done on the layout this month, let's just hope that this locomotive actually runs. And not only the locomotive, let's hope that the coaches run as well. And there it goes, away to Newcastle upon Tyne via Carlisle. We'll start off this month here at the shopping centre, which I've now got complete. The shopping centre now has its signage, which of course I was going to use on the old layout, Glasgow City. And that's just there for people who are probably in the distance on the town scene here. They can see that. It reads Commonwealth Shopping Centre and Fun Zone Children's Play Area. We've got the NCP sign here. Now, when I had the old layout, I was planning to actually put a couple of other signs up detailing shops that might be in there, and I had one for William Lowe and one for Granada TV Rental, but I might not put them up now. What I've used here is Will's slate, and this is it here. Sierra Sierra Mike Papa 203, and it's a pack of 4 slates that you get. And I've actually had a spare pack, so that's how I was able to do that, and I've still got one left. Come to that in a minute. These were painted using this acrylic paint, and it's Titan Gold, so it gives it a sort of weathered gold effect when I brush it on. The effect, as you can see, is giving it a sort of semi-worn effect, similar to that at the Kirkcaldy Centre shopping centre near Kirkcaldy Town Centre. And that was 3 and a bit panels that were used to do that. Now I've got one spare panel left, and what my plan is with this is I'm actually going to try and, I'll just put it down there, it'll be easier for me. I'm going to just try and cut along it in lengths, because I might actually use it down at the station here. Just turn around here. Replace this here and try and make a bit out of plastic card to make proper walling there, and I could paint it red. So that's what my plan is with that, and it'll give me something to do in November. Now, there's a little bit of work done down here at the station area. No, these are not dead bodies. What I've actually done is these I've just taken out the packet, and they'll eventually get glued into position at various points as station staff. But I have done a couple of little things down here. I've got this Bachman information board now into position at this end of the platforms 1 and 2. And I'll get another 2, one for here and one for here. And I've also got this little BR totem pole sign there. This has still not been glued into position. I thought I had it and decided to come away. That's the gate for the motor rail ramp. One thing I haven't done, but as I say I will do, is obviously experiment with making a better brick partition here than what you've actually got at the moment. So that's something for me to work on. It won't be possible for me to do it on this one because the gate is actually glued to that, so I'm going to have to leave that, but pretty confident I can get these two sorted out. Something else I'm going to try and get into position, whether I'll be able to do it or not is another matter, is possibly get another red star sign, possibly in a cube type thing there. Don't know if I'll be able to do that or not, but all being well, hopefully we will be able to get to that eventually. I've still not applied signage in the compound there, but that's going to come as well. Incidentally, this is actual stuff I'm going to try and use to help make the brickwork at the buffer stops. I've seen it at London Waterloo station, so made it a breeze block, so I reckon I can have a go at it as well. No other work has been done at the station yet. Very little to do really at the moment, but the eventual plan, as I say, will be to get lamp posts in with signs and platform numbers on. Now, I forgot to mention when I was talking about the station here, Dean Park Station, he's another one on YouTube, well known, and on Facebook. Check him out, and his latest video actually features some stock from Everard Junction. Richard Warren, during recent October holidays, was actually up visiting David for a couple of days, and Richard brought up some of his Network South East region stock, and it was running on the layout, so it makes quite an interesting site, so please do check that out. The only other major work that's been done this month on the layout is actually up here, and I'll talk through various bits of it for you. First of all, we'll talk about the supermarket. I have to first of all pass on my thanks to the cooperative group and ScotMid, which is the Scottish Midland Cooperative Society, for their help in this bit here. I've got a co-op supermarket on the layout because my late dad, who died in 2011, his first job when he left the school in 1945 was with the Lochgelly Co-op at the Lochgelly Bank Street branch, and then at Glen Craig in the butchery bit. So it's a little tribute to him. The reason it's a ScotMid is this layout's set in 1990, so I needed to find out which cooperative society served the Motherwell, Hamilton, East Kilbride area in 1990. because this is where Clydebridge is in Lanarkshire, near Hamilton and East Kilbride. And thanks to the co-op, they were able to tell me it was Scotmid, and Scotmid, who were added in by the co-op on Twitter to my original tweet, sent me a copy of their logo that was in use in 1990, and that proudly adorns the front of the shop now. This is some fencing here which is now glued into position, and what I've done is I've actually painted it brushed silver. Would you believe it, the glue's set? So first for me. And it's really just to separate off the supermarket from the wall, because that wall's actually quite low. There'll be another bit will go in there, and this bit will then have to get filled in with a couple of things. But the one other thing that's needed in there eventually will be a couple of shoppers, which I've actually got. We'll get them sorted out eventually. There's actually one person with a pram, there's a couple with a shopping bag, so I've got a couple of people I could put in that scene as well. I'll need to see if I can make up maybe a trolley bay for that bit there. Moving round to where Halford's and that is. Halford's is now complete. What isn't complete is the background bit, and a couple of things that I've done. You can see there I've added some thin balsa wood, and eventually what I'll do is I'll actually put some paint down, but it'll be mixed with shaper sheet plaster, and that'll form a proper surface. For this bit here, I'll need to get balsa wood on top of that MDF, and then I'll maybe try and get a street scene from Harbour and Hobbies and stick it on there. This bit probably do the same, but there'll be maybe a wall put in place there to prevent people from coming into this goods in area. And there'll be street lights, maybe one or two street lights there as well, because it is a fire exit bit. Now the same is going to happen to this bit here. Bit of balsa wood will go in there. Balsa wood along there to cover up that surface there. And then shaper sheet plaster down. The thing I'm going to put in there, and these three backs buildings are all 10 Commandments. This one has not turned out too well, so it'll get a second coat of gloss grey. And then that will become a branch of Comet. And that'll get stuck on, and that'll be put into position. Once that's done, as I say, we'll get the pavement all done and balsa the street lamps on, and that'll be that bit all completed there. It just needs another fence along there. Might get a tree, a small tree in it too, just to break up the scene a bit. And then I'll need to do something for the back here. A couple of websites just to, a couple of YouTube channels just to tell you about. When you're on YouTube, look for West Blyth TMD and New Junction. Both set in different BR and privatisation eras. I also would like to just point out to you about Newcastle Central, which is based upon Newcastle Central in the United Kingdom, but is made in Australia. And let me guess, the person lives in Newcastle, New South Wales. Get back to me if that's the case. But he would say, but check his out, his in the same era as mine, the BR sectorisation era. And check out Dudley Central, which is set in the West Midlands. He's set in the privatisation era and includes central liveried Sprinter units on his layout. So check him out. One more thing that I've got to go and talk about now. Where the padlock is, somebody came up with a suggestion at last month's video that I could fill this scene in with a skip. I haven't bought the skip yet, but I will be buying the skip, and that's what I'm going to put in there. I've got a skip made up, and that'll sit there, and that'll fill that bit up. I also have a figure on the layout. Now those of you that follow me on Instagram will know that I said, fill her up, Derek. That's what, for some reason, I just called the person Derek. But that's the person responsible for filling up. What I haven't done yet, but which I will eventually get round to doing, is getting the dropper wires in there to allow the shunter to operate fully. It is actually working properly, that shunter. And then I'll get these properly glued down and painted, and we'll be therefore getting on well with the walkways in the depot. You'll notice as well that I've got the wooden boards down. Not all of them are painted yet, and that's actually been the case. I've started on there as well at the station bit. Now, before I finish up, 2 Scottish themed layouts this month to mention. There's so many layouts out there, I can't possibly mention them all every month, so please accept my apologies if I haven't got round to you, but there is that much to mention. But the layouts to check out that are set in Scotland are Strathpeffer Junction and Kirkton Road Junction, both set in the ScotRail era in British Rail days, so do check them out. One last thing just to mention here while I'm on the topic of it, you'll notice that I've got 834 in the depot at the moment, and I've got the walkways back in position. I'm going to actually put a couple of bits of signage on the depot building here eventually, and these are the ones that I've got, and these are 10 Commandments ones, so I'm just got to find the right ones that I want, and then I'll get them stuck on, and I'll maybe get a couple put on here at the depot and at the signal box as well. So quite a few things to be getting on with this month in November and December. As always, I don't know what sort of progress I'll have on the layout by the time you come back for the November update, but do check the layout out on both Instagram and Facebook, because there will be photos there. And lastly, a couple of YouTube channels to check out as well. Zoya Burkow, I think his name is. He uploads lots of trains and bus videos. And also want you to check out a gentleman called Mark Appleby. Now, Mark follows Clydebridge Station on Facebook, and in the early 1990s, mid-1990s, Mark and his late dad, David, had the foresight to go out and film some parcels trains. And one of those videos I've actually put on the Clydebridge Station Facebook page. And it showed you the locomotives coming into Gloucester, running around a train and going back out. Parcels trains like this. Mark and his dad, as I say, had the foresight to film these, and they made an unusual video, but a very good video, solely focusing on the parcels trains. It really is a tribute to him that they went out and done that, and for us all to enjoy. I just wish I'd met Mark's dad. It would have been great, because he loved the Class 47s as well. So please check that YouTube channel out. And also check out another one, Trevor Ledgway. He's filmed a lot of videos, particularly down at Dawlish. So go and check them out. Well, the camera battery is now down to just 13 minutes, so I'd better stop talking for this month and get this thing on charge. So before it runs out, I shall see you all next month. Thank you very much for watching. Any comments, queries, suggestions, put in the comments box below, and look forward to your company next month. And please all enjoy your trains and layouts. Goodbye for now.